Alrighty everyone, welcome back to the second part of our Star Wars special.
Star Wars!
Today we're going to be playing Republic Commando, a game I don't think got near enough recognition, but maybe it was because it was part of the whole prequel disaster.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, it came out on the original Xbox late in the game, I feel like.
Yeah.
And I remember watching somebody play it, and it looked really cool. I never played it myself, but it kind of feels like they were playing off a bit of the Halo thing, because the intro movie that we watched before this portion that we're recording right now introduces you and like talking about your armor and how you're special and part of this elite unit, blah blah blah. So very similar to the
Spartan program.
Yeah, Spartan program with the Mjolnir armor and all that.
But the gameplay itself actually has a really cool mix, I thought, because there's like a little bit of like the Rainbow Six stuff where you can tell your teammates what to do and all that stuff. And I thought it was a really good mix because it didn't go too, obviously, Star Wars game, it's not going to go too tactical, but it was more than just mindless, first-person shooter.
Yeah, run and gun. And one thing that I liked about it at the time was that it was a game in Star Wars that wasn't about Jedi.
Yes.
And there weren't enough of those.
I agree. That's another reason why I would go back to X-Wing and stuff like that. You were just normal pilot, or, And in this game, you're just, they're better than just a normal clone trooper, but still, you're playing more a man on the ground, not a destined hero.
One reason why I liked Halo 3 ODST, because you were a Master Chief. It was Firefly.
That game gets a lot of crap, but I loved it. Yeah. I absolutely loved it. That's still one of my favorite ones. It really is.
Told like a noir story.
But yeah, we had some more Star Wars games we wanted to talk about. Some good, some maybe not the best. But like, this is good. There was a rash of these prequel games that just came out, real close together. The Jango Fett game, which not very good. Oh!
See you later, Steve.
I'm sure, I'm sure he's fine.
He'll be fine.
They're
off having a cuddle puddle. There he is.
Steve! Oh no! Still holding his gun in his mind. What was some of them? They had Starfighter, which was a Rogue Squadron clone, and they had Obi-Wan, which just took the engine from.
Oh god, I forgot about that game.
Yeah, it took the engine from like Jedi Knight and all that, and made it awful. I don't need no hints.
Fuck yo hints.
Yeah. Awesome.
That guy's probably gonna live. Told you. Oh, not live. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah. I do that.
Call down the drones.
Oh.
God, I hate these stupid android soldiers.
If you're going to create something like that, I understand making it, I guess, kid-friendly, but I don't know, it made a really weird balance and all that. So, back to games. We enjoyed shooting my buddy there in the butt because he was a coward. Whee! He died for it. We're talking about Rogue Squadron, in which we briefly talked about the other game in the other episode. But Rogue Squadron, and especially the second one. Was it Rogue Leader, I think? GameCube. It's
Rebel Strike?
That's the third one. So yeah, Rogue Leader was the second one. Was one of the reasons I bought a GameCube. That and the Resident Evil remake. I thought these games were all, again, all like Starfighters and all that. But the third one, that Rebel Strike, you remember, didn't quite fit up to the mold of the other two. Is
that the one you could get out and run around?
Right, remember? And you had to do that Jedi training, and it was the worst thing ever. Because you were like doing this awful platforming with awful controls.
They're really
Oh, sorry, buddy.
No, he's fine.
Luckily, we got a bunch of you. That's what clones mean.
They were floaty, right? Those controls, they were like really floaty, so it was hard to platform.
And I remember I did like the speeder bike levels, but they also
Yeah. Holy crap. Man, we played those so much. Like, we just played marathons over and over and over.
Yep, because they were so much fun. They meant death so often.
Oh, real quick, I want to talk about how cool this first stage is, because I haven't seen this before, but like this is the first like tutorial stage, and you're just thrown into it, and it's like the real grit of actual combat. I mean, you know, what they can do with a video game. But it's cool. It's not just like you start out on the ship and you've got to like go through some lame-ass tutorial stage with dummies or something and just throw you into the game.
So I turned off the hints, and I'm not sure how to throw a grenade on the PC version.
He insists you do it.
There
you go. Ow. You blew up the toilet.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't realize you could like down the sides.
Toilet.
Cool.
So iron sights and a laser blaster?
Yep.
Crouch.
Get it.
Delta lead, squad mate 6-2 is in your vicinity. You should be coming up on him shortly.
So yeah, I don't know if like the game was patched on PC or if it always looked this good, but I mean it's aged pretty well.
I think it does too. You know what?
It works well. It's smooth.
Those sonic turrets are tearing our troops
Are
apart.
they probably bad
Right
guys
there.
usually do.
Placement location to your visor.
Scorch,
hate it.
I need you to demo that bunker for me.
Good. I'm dying to blow something up.
So the demo guy's name is Scorch.
Yep. That's his like call sign.
Would you like a large or small crater, sir?
Just get us inside without killing the squad, okay, Scorch?
I also like the banter in the squad.
Yeah.
And
Charge is set and ready to detonate. It's all yours, boss.
And this was like the precursor to that Clone Wars TV show, right?
yeah, which was another thing that was really awesome.
Boss. Go ahead and punch it.
Literally punch it. There's the Bugman to your right.
Oh, I had a problem.
Bugman to your right.
Good one.
He got it.
Advisor, we've got some heavy artillery over here.
Is this on easy?
No. I don't think there was an option. It is they first. Oh. Yeah, good. I didn't have much ammo.
Pursuing commandos, I will continue to monitor your progress from the gunship.
What other Star Wars
Provide you
games
with
can we talk
information as necessary.
There was
Remember, Delta Lead.
there was Galaxies, which I played the beta for, but I didn't really play.
Right. The MMO?
What? Yeah, the MMO, the first MMO, I should say. And then
I just remember people dancing.
yeah, see, that was the thing. I was in the beta for that game, and I was really excited. I went out, and I chose Corellia as my starter place, right? Of course.
Heads up, Deltas.
And,
It's pronounced Alderaan.
and so, like, I went out, I started doing the first little mission things. You're supposed to shoot these things with, like, little butterflies and all that, right? So I'm out there, alright, so, you know, it's that weird MMO,
Commence demolitions maneuver, Delta.
like, floaty, you know, time-based combat thing.
Yeah.
So it's just sitting there floating. Every once in a while, you shoot a blaster. And I'm like, all right, where is everyone? So I found everyone.
The charge is set and ready to detonate. It's all yours,
Everyone
boss.
was in the cantina just dancing. Oh.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Uploading and linking with your visor, sir.
Oh, he's happy about it. He's glad it happened.
Thumbs up.
Delta Lead, advise you task 4-0 with slicing that security shield. He is supremely qualified.
Supremely
Your
qualified.
squad status and location
Well, I know
is
the
displayed here.
most recent, the Old Empire or whatever, the most
No.
recent MMO came out.
The
People
Old
were-
Republic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
people were flipping their shit about how amazing it was. But that didn't take long before people were like, I'm gonna go back to WoW.
Or whatever. You know, I don't know. I saw some of it, and what I saw didn't really impress me. And I'm like, I love KOTOR and all that.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to live, you know, an MMO life in that universe
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah.
I much rather have done, you know, like original series, like Galaxies was, if it wasn't messed up. Oh.
I advise slicing the controls to this door.
Well, as my friends know, I'm not really an MMO kind of guy. I've given a couple of chances, and the only one I've actually gone back to is the Conan one. But I think that's because I like Conan
Right.
lore and all that.
Slicing it now. This will take a
And
minute.
but I don't play it religiously. I haven't touched it in months, as a matter of fact. But I remember watching those rad CG movies that they released leading up to Old Republic. And
just like the ones they released for the Elder Scrolls.
Yeah.
Advisor, we located a pair of Geonosian fighters in the hangar.
We don't want them to be used against us.
Bugman.
Target uploaded to your objective tracker.
Dude, there's a guy right behind.
They're not
Oh,
programmed
he
to care.
just ran.
They're not programmed to care, Lee.
He's not. Well, then do something
Let's
handy.
rearrange some architecture, Delta.
Setting charge.
I like the hand movement you do.
Yeah.
There you go.
Ready.
Oh,
They were there the whole time.
they were. Oh,
Fuck it.
Demo is ready.
Suck it, Railing.
Take cover, Delta.
boom!
Annihilated.
Got him. And so, I don't know. I feel like there's room for a Star Wars MMO, but I don't know. At this point, they're gonna have to do something really
A little
original.
dark here.
Delta Squad.
It's gonna be hard to do.
Device mode.
I don't know what innovative thing they could do with their MMO these days.
How good this looks. Like, how, you know what I mean? It looks like a real, instead of always the green one that they show.
Yeah.
This one looks, you know, and like how the whites are way overdone and all that. I like it. Let's see. I played, I had Star Wars for my Game Gear, and it was hard as I could barely do anything in that game, but I played it the crap out
You know,
of it.
that seems to be a thing with Game Gear.
Yeah.
Like, there were a lot of games that were just like, how do I even play this video game?
And what made me mad, because I really like that system, the way it was set up, except for the, you know, the 18 AA's that last 3 minutes.
Yeah.
But,
Charge almost
Because,
ready.
man, I had that Spider-Man, the X-Men.
oh yeah, it was impossible.
God, it was so goddamn hard.
Demo is ready when you are, sir.
I like that guy. That's my favorite.
That's cooler than us.
Eliminated. Delta Lead, you need to keep your squad focused.
And the NES games are all really hard and not very good.
Yeah.
I mean, there's something to it. Remember that had that scorpion that turned into Darth Vader and all that. And
I think that was one of your fever dreams, Lee.
that may be the Japanese one I'm thinking about.
It's just like a Japanese game. Like the Spider-Man who drives a motorcycle.
And all kinds of crazy stuff. Yeah, I remember that. So did you have what would you say you said your favorite Star Wars game was what?
Probably KOTOR.
That's a really good choice.
I haven't played every single Star Wars game ever, but all the ones I have played, KOTOR, it's does
Opening
out.
at the end of this hall is directly above Sunfac's planning room.
It's really hard to beat. Probably just because of my personal favorite. It's still gonna probably, and the intense, you know, nostalgia connected to it. The X-wing. Oh.
Yeah.
Walking into your hut, sir.
Getting acquainted with the locals, eh, Sev?
That was fun.
Where's Sunfac?
In the next room, boss. And don't worry, I saved some targets for you guys.
Good.
Much better now.
Because like we discussed in the other episode,
Position.
I really like the first Force Unleashed because of how well done the Force powers were.
Yeah.
At the point where you could pick up like 4 guys and Force choke them and throw them across the stage.
And even though
and
it was
crush
like,
ATSTs like they were crumpled up paper, that shit's rad.
and even though it was implemented really bad, I thought it was nice. That was not the thing.
Is that a
That was
Jedi
supposed-
man? Is that a gentleman?
I can't
Oh, it's probably a boss arena.
shoot
that you
strategy
want
room
to get
glass. Oh,
into.
just,
Sunfac is
Oh.
making runs
It's
for the
fucking
door.
glass.
He's made it through.
We're both blind and stupid.
It is absolutely vital that Sunfac not
I want to
escape.
stab someone. Okay, that was bad.
Squad leader
Oh
down to squad.
my.
3-8 is down.
Oh
Administer field vector. Hang in there, 3-8. Help is on the way.
And this is something else. Your guys can actually get you up.
Huh.
And the yeah.
Huh.
So your buddies will come, and so it's not always over. All the team has to be down before it's over.
That's cool. So what you're saying, it wasn't implemented well?
When you pull the Star Destroyer out of the sky,
Yeah, that was cool.
it was really cool.
But it was frustrating.
Yeah, it was really frustrating to do, and then like the TIE fighters would come back. I'm like,
Yeah, the waves of them, and you have to like hide behind stuff.
Super battle droids.
And then again, how the second game just felt like DLC. And
Yeah, I never even played it. Shooting this guy a lot.
Sure.
Not a lot's happening.
He's liking it. He's just,
Oh, he died somehow.
Skip it up 3-8. I'm reading a power transfer to Sunfax Fighter.
I'm tapped out.
I like that directional HUD there.
Yep.
With the circle and the arrow. That's good stuff.
How it tells you where they are and all that.
Well, just the design of it. It's
Yep.
simple and like.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of the and that's the order that they're currently doing in there.
Who made this game?
LucasArts did.
Oh, okay. Just in house. Okay.
Yep. As far as I know, I don't know if anyone else, but as far as I know, it's just another LucasArts game. Don't do that.
Once the charge is set, get clear.
It worked. Can I tell them to heal up? I can, right? Yeah, they're doing it automatically with that. And see, you guys weren't dumb completely. I mean, they would do things like heal themselves and all that. Alright.
Breach that door.
And see, it'll tell you where they're going to be and all that.
Setting detonator.
Reach that door.
Fire in the hole!
And they
Shoot them robots.
There he is, outside the shield.
Yeah, and I was commenting earlier when the menu screen first came. There was really good music playing during the menu screen.
Sunfac is making a run for it.
I mean, the music now is good too.
There for snipe maneuver.
Delta lead. It is absolutely vital
Press
that
F to
Sunfac not escape. Sunfac's fighter is warming up.
Hey, how you
Delta,
doing?
what are you doing?
I'm trying to tell them to take the shot.
Take offensive formation.
I told them to take the shot.
Off! Now you've lost!
I hit the button for them to take the shot.
You hit a lot of buttons.
Oh, maybe I couldn't do it yet. Oh.
Woo-hoo! Yeah! I love that smell! All I smell is burnt Geonosian. 3-8, my scanners show an explosion. That's affirmative.
I smell poop.
Did you see that? That craft didn't look Geonosian. Confirmed. It's unidentified. I'll check the intelligence databanks.
Did we
Move on,
miss something?
Deltas. There's
Nope,
no
they're,
time to celebrate, Deltas.
we did it.
As you
No,
already
I mean,
know,
what craft are you
3-6
talking
squad
about?
has
The
been
The fighter.
evacuated.
The
Your
what?
mission was
Yeah.
to disable the droid factory in this sector. Your squad has been retasked for this purpose. Proceed to the elevator.
Alright, well, this was Republic Commando,
Yep.
and I hope you'll join us next time. Everyone have an excellent night.
Yeah.